Good afternoon, Felicia.
Hi, Jeff.
Where in the world are we and why are we here?
So we're at EPCOT for one of our favorite times of year. It is the Food and Wine Festival, and although we've been to the Food and Wine Festival many, many times, and we even have a video about the Food and Wine Festival.
I'll make sure I link last year's video. At the end of this video. But what are we going to check out about this year's festival? What are we going to do differently in this video today?
So we've got some new stuff here at EPCOT, not just at the Food and Wine Festival, but at EPCOT in general. If you look right behind me, this is Communicore Hall, which is brand new, just opened a couple months ago.
Right.
It's really cool. It's kind of a lounge place to be. There's, I think, for the festival, one food place inside, maybe. Yeah. There's a year-round food place outside that's like festival favorites, so all different like little samplings from different festivals throughout. There's an area here that's like grassy with tables. Your kids can run around and play. There's some outdoor eating space. There's a stage where, you know, once every couple hours a band comes out and plays. I think they're getting ready to play any minute now.
They do trivia over there.
They do trivia over here. Yeah. So like it's kind of a really neat little gathering place, sort of right in the center of EPCOT, EPCOT Maine, not the World Showcase, but EPCOT Maine. That is brand new, and it's actually super cool.
Yeah, and from a little bit of research I've done on what's different about this year's festival, it's my understanding that there are 5 new locations. There's always quite a few different new snacks and drinks or whatever. We're not going to do a full overview of all that. We're kind of a couple weeks late coming to this whole thing. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there. So we're going to visit the 5 new locations, buy at least one thing, I think, at each location, and possibly like rank them at them, which was our favorite, which is our least favorite. But I know for a fact one of them is inside Communicore Hall in there. I think it's something to do with mac and cheese. So let's head inside and see what it is.
Let's go. Timer.
No, that's awesome.
That is so fun.
See this little bag?
What? What? And what happens if I need this? Hello. Could we please get one Impossible chili cheese mac and cheese and one of the raspberry ale? That's the summer one. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you.
All right, well, what is it we decided to get at the, what was the name of this one again?
Macatizers.
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 Yep.
So we ended up getting a Impossible chili cheese mac and cheese with Fritos and some cheese and some sour cream and Impossible beef chili kind of thing. And then we got this raspberry ale that's actually from New York, from the southern tier of New York. So we decided we'd give that a try. We came, there is AC inside there and it was really nice in there, but there was like no seating. So we came out to this new seating area just behind the stage, which is really cool. Really kind of like, you know, industrial looking seating. There are some charging ports here. So if you need to charge your phone, there are some charging stations around as well. So let's give this a try. I'm gonna try this first and we'll see how this goes.
All right. Well, she does that. I already tried it. It was very good. I'm always a big fan of a wheat ale, especially like a fruity one. This one happens to be raspberry.
This one's good, yeah, for sure. I'm not a beer drinker, but like as beers go, this is a pretty good one. All right, how are we on the mac and cheese?
Yep, and the mac and cheese is very good. It's only within the last couple of years I've become more of a mac and cheese fan, but as long as it's like a little different and good cheese, not the straight out of the box like regular mac and cheese.
This is really good, and we eat a lot of Impossible at our house because we have vegetarians in our house. So we're not vegetarians, but we eat a lot of vegetarian because I don't cook 2 meals for the people who are around, right? So this is really good. It's the Impossible chili cheese. Also, there's a little passport thing. We did get a stamp today, although we're not planning on doing all of the ones here, but in the back is the passport for all the different cheeses. So you can go around and get like, you know, this little thing, and then I think you get some kind of a prize at the end. Yeah,
there's like a special food, but perhaps we'll do another video on that if we have time, not today, on another day.
Sounds good.
I did like this, not sure where it's gonna rank on the list. We'll visit the other 4 locations.
Guess we'll find out.
So we'll be back with you in a minute when we decide to go to the next spot.
Sounds great. See you in a minute.
Hi. Can I get one of the frozen s'mores drinks, please? That's it. Thank you.
So just outside of where we just were,
Community Core Hall.
Community Core Hall is like on the outside of the building. There are two things that are happening. One is greeting Mickey and Minnie and all that kind of good stuff. So there's a character meet and greet on the one corner. On the other corner, there's something called Festival Favorites. So it's just kind of a little sampling from different festivals of various things. What really stood out to us was this s'mores, frozen s'mores. It's basically a milkshake with chocolate and marshmallows and graham cracker and all that kind of good stuff in it. This was $4.75. And we forgot to mention the mac and cheese that we got was $6.50, which we thought was a really good portion for the tasting plates here at EPCOT. Sometimes they're a little bit maybe on the sparse side, but that mac and cheese definitely was not. For $6.50, that was a good deal, I thought.
Yeah, and it is definitely not that busy a time of year, it being September. But this is a Friday evening, and there's quite a bit of seating around. I'm kind of surprised. So if you're looking for a place to sit down, like around the center, this is behind the EPCOT Ball, outside that new Community Core Hall. There is quite a bit of seating that you might have luck finding it here.
Yep,
even if you just want to sit down and eat your own food that you brought with you.
Yeah.
So let's try this and see what we think.
You go first. We're gonna spill it if we try it together.
Very good.
Okay. It's okay. I won't say I love it, but it's okay. Probably won't get it again, but it's tasty and it's chocolate and it's graham cracker and it's marshmallows. How can you really go that wrong with that?
Yeah, and we'll see where it stands on the list when we get to the end.
Sounds good. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Can we get one grilled bison, please?
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Hello.
Okay, so we just came from Bramblewood Bites, where everything is done on the smoker. I would have eaten anything there. There's a pork dish, there's a bison dish, there's a Brussels sprout dish. Like, literally, I would have eaten any of those, but we thought bison was kind of the most unique. So this is what it looks like. So this is our bison, grilled bison with a butternut squash puree, fresh mushrooms, and some kind of huckleberry reduction of some sort.
Yeah,
So I'm
this will be
excited
my
for this.
first time ever trying bison, I think. I don't ever remember trying in the past. I think you said you've had it before,
I think I
right?
have because, you know, I have a relative who was a big game hunter, and so we used to try some things from time to time along this realm. And I love mushrooms, but you don't, so I'll probably end up eating the mushrooms, right? All right, let's see how it is.
It's good. I like it.
It's not super gamey, like it's and these flavors together are like really, really good. So I like this quite a bit.
Yeah, so it ought to do well on our list. So
All right.
2 more locations, and we'll talk about which ones we like the best.
Sounds great. Let's go.
Hi, can I get the cheesecake and the chocolate red wine, please? That's it. Oh, yes, we are. So hang on one second. Thanks for reminding me. There we go.
Cheesecake, wine.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, so we just came from Milled and Mulled, which is another brand new one here at Never Before at EPCOT Food and Wine Festival. One quick thing to remember too, between all of these, used to be a huge, like a playground for kids.
Right.
And now it's like a whole seating area. It's picnic, it's fake grass, it's got a little canopy over top. Great place to sit and try these tasting bites that we had.
Yeah.
So at Milled and Mulled, we chose 2 things. We chose the chocolate wine.
Because anybody who knows us knows that Felicia is a lover of wine.
And chocolate.
Yeah.
And chocolate.
And chocolate. And anybody who knows me knows I am a lover of cheesecake.
All right, so we got a Borson cheesecake with some fig sauce and maybe some pecans and those kind of things on it,
pomegranate.
right? So pomegranate, okay. Well, it's fig too, I can see it.
Yeah, fig
okay,
and pomegranate.
Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna try the wine.
And I'll just let her try that because I'm not a big wine fan.
That's pretty good. Chocolate Lab is my favorite chocolate wine, but this is a close second to that, I would say.
All
and
right.
then you go ahead and try the cheesecake first.
Very good. Cannot go wrong with cheesecake.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up and then we're gonna head off to our next destination.
All right, sounds good.
Hi, can I get the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, please? That's it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
All right, our final of the 5 new locations. We haven't decided yet. We might go hit up another one or two more, depending on how hungry we are. But was at Forest and Field. And what did we get?
So we got the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli in brown butter sauce. One thing to note, like we have family who lives in northern Italy, and this is like their thing. Like pumpkin stuffed pasta is actually the like official dish of the city where our relatives live. So like we were so excited to see the pumpkin stuffed pasta here. So let's give it a try. Here you go.
There you go. Cut one of these in half here, or try to.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Here
we go.
Tastes like Ferrara, you guys. Tastes like Ferrara, Italy. It really does. Really similar to the pasta that we get when we're there. So we're excited about this one.
Yeah, I like it, but I'll give you a preview. It will not be at the top of my list. So I think we need a break to think about, you know, what our rankings are, and we'll be back with you in just a minute and let you know how we're ranking the 5 new locations.
Sounds great.
All right, well, now that we've finished up the 5 new locations, we didn't try everything, obviously, at the locations, so honestly, we're more ranking the 5 dishes that we had at those locations, but we've had time to think about it. We have not shared with each other what our rankings are. We're obviously going to do separate rankings here, and then we can be like, what? You're crazy? What are you thinking? So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Well, hang on. I just want to point out a couple things about the little passport book here before we go into the rankings, since this will probably kind of wrap things up for us. So this is the little passport book. You can pick it up at the front of the park. All the stands have them as well, so you can pick it up any place. You'll see throughout there are some that have like little cheeses next to them. Those are the ones that you can get the stamps in the passport for. So you need 5 cheese dishes, and then you go to the last one and you get a special kind of treat that goes along with the Food and Wine Festival. Also to point out, if you're looking for the new places do say new right here in the corner. There are lots of new dishes though,
but they don't have those
that
marked.
Have been here before, and they are not marked. So you know, just eat what you like. That's my advice.
All right.
Why don't you go first?
Yeah, you've been talking for a minute, so I'm going to start at my favorite one, which might surprise you, was actually the bison.
Oh, all right, okay.
And I'll go through the whole list, and then I'll maybe explain why a little bit. My second is the cheesecake, just because I love cheese. It wasn't the best cheesecake I've had, but I love cheesecake so much.
Yeah, you do love.
So it's number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
Number 3 on the list was actually going to be the mac and cheese one, because I thought it was, I probably ahead of time would have said it was going to be further down on the list. Number 4 is the s'mores, and number 5 was that ravioli. The bison, just I thought it was very well done. It was something new to me. Like I said, cheesecake, I just love it so much. If I wasn't such a lover, it would probably be further down on the list. The mac and cheese was surprisingly good. The milkshake was good, but it was a milkshake, and the ravioli I honestly wasn't a huge fan of.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up, okay? So my least favorite was actually the cheesecake. I didn't love the fig and balsamic reduction that went with it. I don't like... I like figs. I don't love figs. So to have that along with like the boursin and the cheesecake was a little bit too rich or too savory, I guess, for me, I think.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Next up would be the s'mores. I thought it was more of a like kind of a slushy than a shake sort of thing. It was a little bit like icy, watery kind of thing.
They added like a smoky flavor to it, I think, because it was a s'more, but it wasn't really needed.
Didn't love it. Didn't love that. Number 3 for me actually was the bison. I thought it was really well
Right.
done. The only reason it's number 3 is because the other 2 I really, really loved, right? So the bison was tender. It was well done. It wasn't very gamey. The things that went with it I thought were delicious. The squash, I love squash anyway. It's one of my favorite vegetables. The mushrooms were great. The reduction of the huckleberry was, I love like fruits in savory things kind of thing. So
Right.
the huckleberry reduction I really liked. So then number 2 was the mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese anyway. I also really like chili, so put those 2 things together,
Right.
and especially because it kind of fits that vegetarian vibe that we spend so much time kind of looking around for and living the lifestyle of a lot of our time anyway. So I really loved that, but my very favorite was your least favorite, which was the pumpkin and mascarpone ravioli, because it just reminded
True
me
what they
so
say
much.
about opposites attract,
Yes,
then, right?
absolutely, 100%, yes.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna about wrap it up for this video. Like I said, we've been here before. We've done a much more thorough food and wine thing. I'll link that at the end of this video, so check that out if you want to know more. If we have time, we'll definitely be back to food and wine.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do another video. We'll perhaps get our last 2 stamps to finish doing
Yeah, we'll
the
do that
cheese
another
thing.
night. I'm kind of full now.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't have to do it all on the same night. And
We
maybe,
got 3 out of 5, so we come back and do the other 2 some night after work, and
yeah, and there's definitely other things on the menu that I want to try or retry that I've had in previous years that I loved that much. But if you come here, obviously, I don't think the average person is going to eat at every single location and at one time, but make sure you walk around the entire World Showcase, which is, up there behind us as part of it, and check out all of the dishes that they have to offer here. This is our favorite festival, and that's why, is all the food.
Yeah, all the food. He says that the average person's not going to eat everywhere. 3 years ago, my daughter and I actually came, and we came 2 days in a row, and we tried something from all 32 places. So
and that's why I love you, because you're not the average person.
Yeah, exactly. So we shared a tasting plate at all 32 of the locations that year, and we were well fed that year, and it was delicious. So you could do that too.
All right, well, like I said, that about wraps it up. If you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring that notification bell so you find out when our next video comes out if we do another one about the Food and Wine Festival.
Sounds great. We'll see you next time.
All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.